We're coming back at you with another lesson, giving all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai, by Shem Rachapadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect, 144 first fruit. All right, so you see on my screen I have a article here from Good RX Health, um, and you see the title is "What is Overthinking and How Do I Stop Overthinking Everything?" Thinking goes into logistics. When you're a logical individual, you know, for myself, I describe myself as pretty logical, analytical, and observant. Sometimes I'm too logical, analytical, and observant, which is very possible, which will turn into something what we're seeing here is overthinking. So I'm making this lesson as much for myself as, for anyone who watches my lessons. When you overthink or you're too logical with things, you're not giving space for the spirit to work. And then you reap, I'm not saying Bennett, you reap the consequences of overthinking. Overthinking can what's overthinking can actually cause physical damage to yourself. You see, overthinking will cause stress, anxiety, depression, things of that nature. And living in Babylon, aka America, there's a lot of things that can make you, feel those certain type of feelings or, depression, sickness, things of that nature. But the reason you're feeling that is because you may be overthinking something. You're putting yourself through that instead of giving room for the spirit to work, because the spirit will get you out of any situation. Yahweh Shai said it in the Gospels that he'll send a comforter. That comforter is the spirit. Okay? Yahweh Shai is not physically here now, so he has something in place to comfort us while he's gone. All right? He's soon to come back, but while he's gone, we have something to comfort us. And you have to let the comforter do its exact job. The spirit comfort you. Okay? Get a quick precept that I love to get here. In 2 Corinthians, I love this precept. 2 Corinthians 1 and 4, 1 and 3. Blessed be the power, blessed be Yahweh, even the Father of our Lord Yahweh Shah Mashiach, the Father of mercies, and the power of all comfort. So the power of the universe is the power of all comfort. He can comfort you through whatever hardship or tribulation. Matter of fact, I'm going to keep reading. Verse 4, who comforted us in all our tribulation. So when you're going through your tribulation, your adversities, things of that nature, don't overthink it. Let the spirit work it out. I'm not telling you not to think about it, but don't overthink it. When you're constantly turning over your thoughts, that's you overthinking it. Thinking of possible scenarios and you're overthinking at that point. Okay? I'm going to hold this precept. Matter of fact, I'm going to finish this precept and I'm going to read about 2 paragraphs of this article. So, who comforted us in all our tribulation, that we may be able to comfort them which are in any trouble, by the comfort wherewith we ourselves are comforted of the Most High. All right, so going back, it says, what is overthinking and how do I stop overthinking? Well, of course, this article is not going to tell you to go back to the scripts, which this is a perfect script to show that you shouldn't overthink, because you will be comforted through your tribulations. All right, and it shows this script shows you need faith as well, because you got to trust in the comfort that is being provided to you. All right. So going forward, it says, when faced with major decisions, choosing a university, of course, they're going to name worldly things, but, we extract the bones out and we intake the meat. So choose a university, switching careers, buying a car, getting married or divorced. Now, these things, like I said, they're carnal, but these things are actual choices that you got to make in life. You know, we are not exempt from certain things right here. Yeah, we're in the truth. We still got to work, you know. Certain, hey, like keep it a buck. Certain bros actually do have careers in Babylon. There's nothing wrong with that. You can have a career. That's fine. Just don't let the career overweigh, the tasks and daily duties you need to do. There's nothing wrong with having a career. Buying a car. All of us buy a car, okay? A lot of us, at least. You know what I'm saying? Getting married or divorced. It happens. There are situations where a bro may have gotten to the truth, but he was married. He got married before he got the truth. Whatever. It is what it is. These are just real situations. That's all I'm trying to paint the picture as. So choosing university, switching careers, buying a car, getting married or divorced. These are things that take thought. Okay? Especially the divorce aspect. It's like, fuck that. Whatever. Something may have happened, and it affects you a certain type of way. It says you probably think long and hard about the possible outcomes. This makes a lot of sense, which it does. When some life-changing events happen, or negative or positive, you may think about it a lot. And yeah, even if something positive happens, you can overthink that. It says this makes a lot of sense. A major expense or life change warrants thoughtful, thorough consideration. It says, but sometimes you might find you're turning almost every thought over and over in your mind. Right. So you turning those thoughts over and over in your mind can affect you physically, actually, where you less sleep. You see what I'm saying? You start becoming stressed. Stress impacts the heart heavily. You become depressed, all right? Where you can't seem to get out of funk. You're always upset or mad or sad. It says you may be dwelling on even tiny choices and wondering about what ifs so much that you become frozen with inaction. Experts call this overthinking. You may be a little bit over logical. So I'm going to stop it right there. I'm going to go to Daniel chapter 7 in the last verse. Daniel 7:28 says, hitherto is the end of the matter. As for me, Daniel, my cogitations much troubled me. You go into that word cogitations, it just simply means thoughts. All right. So, of course, reading Daniel 7, you get this whole breakdown. It goes into all the captivities and slaveries that we were in. Okay. And it troubled Daniel's mind. Like, damn, man, that's a lot. And being in Babylon and being in America, sometimes it can trouble you like that, and your cogitations can be messed up. Thinking about everything that you've gone through in just this life, it can get to you. It really can. It says, "And my countenance changed in me, but I kept the matter in my heart." Right. But I kept the matter in my heart. Now, we know the scriptures say the Lord tries the reins, and He knows what's in the heart. So even if you do decide to keep the matter in your heart, you may just keep this between you and the Lord. The Lord can still comfort you, in your secret. You see what I'm saying? But the only thing is, you got to open up your heart to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. The scriptures talk about it in Matthew the 6th chapter. When it comes to prayer, He knows what you need before you even ask. So even in your mind, even if you don't say it out loud, even in your mind, you can still talk to the Lord and be like, Lord, I just need this comfort. All right. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9 and 14. It says, for the thoughts of mortal men are miserable, and our devices are but uncertain. Right. Our thoughts can cause us misery. We are going through something that is causing trauma. Low key like a PTSD. Living in America for our whole lives. It troubles you. It troubles your cogitations. It troubles your thoughts. Okay? And you end up overthinking and overturning these thoughts. And you become sometimes you become in a place where, now real talk, you could get into a dark place and within your mind that you need to get over. But the thing about it is, we have steps to follow to get out of the depression, to get out of the sadness, get out of overthinking things, and come into the light of comfort. All right, you have tools. You have the scriptures. You have prayer. You have fasting, and you also have a brother to talk to. Of course, talking to the Lord. The Lord may provide you somebody who you gravitate towards to open up to. Venting is a good thing. And I'm going to tell you this too. If there's a brother that needs to vent to you, let him do it. Don't be, and I'm not saying anyone does it, but I'm still going to put it out there. Don't be in a sense of a sigh when a bro comes to you trying to vent to you. Like, man, bro, and you like, what now? No, let the brother open up and give him sound advice. And if you can't give him sound advice off the top, how about you just read with him? Hey, brother, let's just read the chapter. Spirit might put a book and a verse in your mind that you just go to this, man, because the scripts will say it better than any of us can ever say it. You see what I'm saying? And then you can forward the conversation on like that, but support one another, especially in where we at. We in jail right now, and it could be it is miserable. You find yourself hating this place so much that you think you start overthinking about it. And then on top of that, you be learning and realize how much slavery we went through. And it's like, man, you'll start feeling like Daniel. Your cogitations will start troubling you. So continuing, it says, verse 15, for the corruptible body presseth down the soul. Right. The corruptible body presseth down the soul. And that is a direct result of your mortal thoughts being miserable. Like I was saying earlier. So like having deep thoughts, usually on negative things, and overturning them can cause certain ailments within the body, and it will press you down. All right. It says, in the earthly tabernacle weighed down the mind that museth upon many things. Right. The earthly tabernacle will weigh down the mind that museth meaning just overthinking, thinking about many things. All right. Let it go. This is Psalm 55 and 22. Cast thy burden upon the Lord. The Lord can handle anything. We can't handle everything. The Lord can. We need help. We're worms. There's a certain amount of stresses that we can't cope with. You have to let those things go. I remember about 3 years ago, I was going through some thing with this bitch. I was going through this thing with this bitch, right? And it was fucking with me. And my pop had came down. He was talking with me. He just told me some of the situations he went through. And he's like, hey, bro, you just need to take a mental dump. You know how your body takes a shit? Your mind needs to do it too. Because if your body, retains that shit, excuse my language, within you, well, guess what? It's going to toxify your body and you'll get sick over it. It's the same thing with your mind. I did a lesson on it like 3 years ago, 3 years ago. And I titled it, Take a Mental Dump. Sometimes you have to take a mental dump. You have to get those toxins out of you. And casting your burden upon the Lord, and I'm not saying in a sense, take a dump on them. No. You open up. And the Lord will take that off of you and it'll feel like weight is off your shoulder. You got to do that. You have to do that. You have to do that. Or you're going to be stuck on stupid for the rest of your life. You'll find yourself overthinking things and you'll give place for the devil to roam in your mind and you'll end up getting cast out the congregation. You got to let things go. All right? Stop overthinking things. Or even that, if you continue to overthink, you could face serious, health issues. Overstressed, things of that nature. Stress causes heart attacks and strokes. you got to just let things go. Be a calm brother, you know. Psalm 55:22, cast thy burden upon the Lord, and he shall sustain thee. You see that? You cast your burden upon the Lord, and he'll sustain you. He shall never suffer the righteous to be moved. That's a beautiful script. Okay? So if you ever find yourself overthinking, just read this classic script right here, Psalm 55:22, because we understand our thoughts can weigh us down and our cogitations can trouble us, especially being in this jail cell. So, you know, if you ever have issues with, you know, being over logical and things of that nature, just understand you being over logical, you're not giving room for the spirit to work. And then also understand that you have tools and routes of escape from those mortal thoughts that are weighing you down, man. You know, and if you need to, talk to a brother, you know, and read the scripts. So, Lord willing, this was edifying. I'm going to give all glory, honor, and praises to Yahweh by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem HaKodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, rule and teach well. Peace, love, salutation to the elect 144 first fruit. Brother Kashqual, until the next time, we'll say shalom. And like always, repent, for Yahweh Shai is on his way back and he's coming sooner than what me and you believe. Shalom.